And then do you have any tips or tricks for even some people watching that might prolong the longevity rather than just being the flashes in the pan? Or maybe what are some telltale signs that you can see in people where it's like, okay, now I know they're probably going to make it past this initial stint of 2019?
That's so interesting. People either have it or they don't, I think, also in that like regard, but it is just like reinventing, trying new things. And I guess authenticity is always it too as well. I feel like you can always see when someone like blows up and then they just start doing a bunch of stuff that their heart's not in, their head's not in, it's gotta resonate with someone. God.
With who am
Everyone ever just clicked out.
No. I find this super
Watch
fascinating.
time on 0.
That's fine. Honestly, we're at what, 2:06? We're done.
We're done. One thing that I noticed, like you were saying with like authenticity and stuff, like obviously there's this whole culture about like going viral on social media and stuff like that. And I see a lot of videos on TikTok that are like, oh, TikTok is telling you exactly how to blow up or whatever with like the search bar tools and whatnot. But that like it is a good tool to get views initially, but there's no authenticity in that because you're just chasing trends.
Yeah, like there's algorithmic hacks, but like you got to know your audience. You got to know you know what I mean? And like I feel like you always see the case of people blowing up for like relatability and whatnot, and then they're like walking fashion show runways, and it's like I liked you when you were, you know what I mean?
When you were the girl next door, or
when I could relate to you, and it works for some people, like an Emma Chamberlain, like she bodied that, but that's because that's who she is to her core. Like she's always loved fashion, she's always loved like all those things, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I don't think you can follow any specific blueprint either. Like everyone's.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like I take your advice in that way because like I've turned down so much, but I've turned down so many things because they're just not me, even though they pay so good, because I feel like people will see right through it.
And I think that's a really like good, and like you're going to make more money in the long run.
Yeah, I don't
doing
care.
that.
I really don't care about that.